The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year, they rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did. But he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
Throwing quickly to Wilson. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may be a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And a completion to Wilson. From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 41.
Here's a give up the middle. A solid stiff arm. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake. Down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Donald. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They'll set up a throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
6 yards.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers' offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Donald. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
That is incomplete. The Rams are 8-4 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Pass complete there in the clear. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worried about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Ethan Evans on now to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
It's Wilson. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Donald throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt with a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Look at this defense. Now they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Number 9. Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Then set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Rams are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Up 2nd and goal.
We're scoreless after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown Rams.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Oh, he brought on the clock with a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? When you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And Rudolph has it left side. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Over the middle, it's complete. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the arc, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now Riley for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Rams.
So that
14.
drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Panthers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Donald. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. That one complete to Legal. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Carolina.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Donald. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep him off the scoreboard here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. A screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
They'll try and run the option. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Stout. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Nothing on the screen that time. That was 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
Matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Operating from the gun. Donald in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking to throw. Donald. A look to the outside as they try to set up the screen. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Give him 3 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third and 5.
On third down, Stout. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a fourth down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Rams offense and Puka Nacua ready to take over once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here we go on second and 12. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Up the middle they go. Stout. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
out of the gun now on third down. That is caught. And he's going to have the Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's another Rams first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pitch and catch to Wilson. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 36.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back to throw now on first down. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Riley on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Off the play fake. Donald. This is caught by McMillan. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Panthers.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Complete to number 1. A gain of 12.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Intended for his tight end.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. It's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due.
This is caught inside the 15. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. First down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD in the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come. Last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Powering forward. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Donald. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Donald. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
1st and goal, Carolina.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Stout. And he'll get it out near the 35, right at the 34 here. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
3rd down and 4.
They're going to look to